One of the most important things and most influential things that I've learned from one of my mentors was this. It's that the day that you value time is a day you become rich. You'll become wealthy. And that's so important because a lot of people, what I used to value was stuff. I used to value stuff. I used to value money. I used to value hard work. I used to value hard work. I mean, hard work is very valuable, but working hard at the right thing is the most valuable. Working hard, working smart is the most valuable. Not just working hard, right? Not just working smart, because you gotta work hard and work smart at the same time, and people forget that. But time, the more time we have, I think the definition of becoming wealthy is having the currency of time, because time is not something we get back. Money is always something that we can just create out of thin air using stuff. And one of my biggest assets when it came to time was this planner that I have. And this planner that I have, one of the key things that I learned from a leadership coach, a billionaire appointed as to manage his companies, was this. It's that we've got to write down our to-dos. We got to write down our to-dos, because not writing it down takes away from it clutters our mind. It bogs down our mind, and when we do write it down, we're released from trying to remember it. We don't have to try to remember it, and we have more now space to become creative. One of the greatest feelings on earth is working towards a dream. Working towards a dream is one of the greatest feelings in the world. Having a dream that you can look forward to. Waking up every morning excited because you have a dream. Some people, they don't have a dream. Some people are living a nightmare. It's important for us to have a dream and work towards that dream, and have a purpose and work towards that purpose. Live life to the fullest. Man, I remember the first time I was introduced to opportunity. The first time I heard one of my mentors, he was a farmer turned millionaire. He in the industry I was working in, and he was talking about how happiness doesn't happen by accident. Happiness has to be woven. Like a tapestry has to be woven. And I was like, you mean happiness can be a study? Happiness can be a skill? And I got excited. I got excited about life because I just turned everything into a study. I just turned communication into a study. I turned business into a study. I turned happiness into a study. I turned relationships into a study. I turned fitness and health into a study, nutrition. And I got excited for the past 4 years now. I can't wait to get up because I'm working on my dream and I'm fighting for my goals. And it's just one of the greatest feelings in the world. And it's and I was thinking, why don't they teach this stuff at school? Why don't they teach the great art of communication? Why don't they teach the great art of influence? Why don't they teach the great art of creativity? And as a matter of fact, one of the craziest things I've ever heard, one of the craziest things I've ever realized now, is that when you make mistakes in school, they punish you. They punish you for making mistakes. So an entrepreneur, that's like one of the craziest things ever. Mistakes are the steps to success. There's no success without mistakes. You gotta make mistakes in life, but in school, that's not the case. In school, you get a bad score for making mistakes, but in life, mistakes. That's the key. You gotta make mistakes. It's a stair steps to success. Boom. I believe that there was a couple of things that really, if there was one thing that really made me very consistent in working out, and because working out is the kind of thing where a lot of people don't like to do it. And the reason I like to work out, the reason I've become consistent for 3 years now, non-stop, is because of one thing, and that is because I loved it. I loved working out. I loved the feeling of doing my absolute very best. I loved the feeling of attaining my potential in that area of my life. And it's just such a good metaphor for everything else. And I remember I was in a training with my mentor, and he would tell me, how you do anything is how you do everything. Everything in our lives affects everything else. And so it is in business. And so it is in business, especially in business. And then I remember my mentor told me, he said, RJ, you gotta love what you do. You gotta love, if you can't have fun, you cannot do something long enough in order for you to win. If you don't have fun, you're not gonna be able to do something long enough for you to win. And I was telling my brother the other day, one of the laws of consistency. We're talking about consistency in anything. Consistency in pool, consistency in management, consistency in leadership. And here's the key of consistency, is the thing I heard from a guy named John. He talked about the law of 5. The law of 5, he was explaining, he said this. He said, if you have a tree and you want to cut it down, you want to cut down the tree, and it's a big tree, it's in front of your yard. You take an axe, and every day you chop down that tree. You take one swing at that tree every day. No more than one swing, just one swing. Every day, if you keep doing every day, here's my question to you. Do you think that tree will eventually not get cut down? It's impossible, right? It's impossible for that tree not to come down. It's impossible for you not to win if you never give up. It's impossible for you not to win if you do it consistently. Consistently, every day, consistently. If consistently you do what you love every day and you're having fun, you're gonna win. That's it, period.